Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh, H.I.M, Yahushai, H.I.M, Rakahakodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachan on the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just wanted to jump off into this article with Donald J. Trump. He's suing the Washington Journal. Matter of fact, I put it in Chat GPT. I seen it yesterday. The Wall Street Journal. Salaki, I said that wrong, but another one of those major news outlets that he's trying to sue to basically keep things quiet, because that's his new tactic. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much he uses anti-Semitism in his own way. Like, okay, you're anti-Trump basically. Everything that you say against me that's negative against me is fake news. But so I just put in, why is Donald Trump suing the Washington Journal? It says Donald Trump is suing the the Wall Street Journal, Salakia, its parent company, News Corp, and Rupert Murdoch over a recent article claiming he sent a bawdy, suggestive birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003. Here's the breakdown. What did the Wall Street Journal report? The Wall Street Journal reviewed a letter found in a leather-bound birthday book compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell, which that's the lady that's in jail, that was dealing with Epstein's partner, basically, for Epstein's 50th birthday. The letter allegedly includes a drawing of a naked woman and a typed message ending "Happy Birthday," and "May every day be another wonderful secret," signed by Donald. So here's Trump's reaction, right? Of course, this is what he's been saying for the past couple of years. Oh, shit. And they are definitely on this man's ass right now with this Jeffrey Epstein thing. He had to stop a whole damn bunch of damn geese slowly walking across the street. So I'll get this here. He called the letter fake, false, malicious, and defamatory, accusing the Wall Street Journal of printing a scam perpetuated by the Democrats. Right? Trump says he's personally warned Rupert Murdoch and Wall Street editor-in-chief Emma Tucker that the letter was fake. But the Wall Street Journal went ahead anyway. He vowed to sue the outlet shortly, as he has done in previous defamation cases, ABC, CBS, etc. So he's won some cases too. He just recently won one. Oh yeah, that geese got something wrong with his leg. Salakia. But yeah, he just recently won. But this is his tactic. And I was listening to the elder Malcolm of GMS Chicago branch. And he was going a great lesson on, because he's been exposing Esau daily, man, especially Amalek, man. He's been, subscribe to the Elders channel, Elder Malcolm. He got the Critical Race Facts channel as well. But he's been going in hard because he definitely got some some good investigators, that keep him up on game on a lot of nice videos and just information that's dogging Esau out. But Trump is using that very same tactic of what Amalek uses, man, when it comes, that's anti-Semitic, even if you say some shit that's actually true about him. So pretty much overall, he wants to control the narrative by suing these news companies, because eventually, some of these news companies, they stand their ground, even though all of them some fucking liars anyway, because I'm not even sure Murdoch, he might be a damn ooish person him damn self, but they own all the media anyway. But pretty much overall, they've done a great job of shutting down information. I'll put it that way. Only the only people that's really putting out real information out here is the Hebrew Israelites, man, and mainly GMS, Great Millstone, man. That's bringing out all this truth and exposing this man through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But he's using the anti-Semitic tactic basically. So when I was listening to Elder Malcolm, I'm like, yep, this guy, he's pulling that same tactic. Say something about me, you're anti. It's fake news. He's been running that for a long time. So his followers, all he has to do is say fake news, and his followers be running with that shit. And I seen his Truth Justice post, because that shit was long too. I'm like, who the fuck got time to sit down, and like, damn, it's well over 250 characters. Most social media sites, you can only write 250 characters. This motherfucker wrote a whole goddamn page damn near on this situation. So that's why I wanted to go into it today. I seen that yesterday. Okay, so now Chat GPT, it goes off into saying, why now? Yeah, why now? It says the article reignited controversy by suggesting Trump had an intimate connection to Epstein, which the guy's a fucking liar, man, because it's clear that you knew the guy. He's on national TV telling news stations that can clearly fact check what he's saying, that he never knew the guy. But you all in photos with this dude, Okay, so it goes on to say Trump also instructed Attorney General Pam Bondi to ask the court to unveil relevant grand jury testimony in the Epstein case, apparently to prove there was no such letter. Well, of course, we already know she's not truthful. She's not fighting for the truth. And that's crazy that you have your top lawyer in America that's a fucking complete damn liar, that's defending a liar, man. So that lets you know where your Constitution lies, your American values. This place was built on this type of stuff. But you Edomites, you run around and you get to talking about how this is the greatest place on the planet. No, this is the most corrupt fucking place on the entire globe, man. It says the lawsuit is part of Trump's broader strategy of using litigation to push back against media narratives he claims are false. No, that's just his strategy to stop the truth. And they have that money, like, cause see, this is all this man been doing all his life. He has always had lawyers on it. This guy was born with lawyers. Literally, he was born with lawyers, man. Let's lock you. So I'm at another light here, but it says the context of significance, factor in context, right? The factor legal stance. Trump alleges defamation, demands Wall Street Journal retract or face legal consequences. So he wants them to shut the fuck up or he gonna sue them. Media strategy, continuation of a long pattern. He has sued multiple outlets in the past for similar reasons. This has been his tactic. Political timing comes amid political fallout and increased pressure to release Epstein-related records. So they on his head about them records, man. His mega crowd is about them records. I just seen a damn Edomite riding in an old ass Ford Ranger with a big ass American flag hanging off the back and another flag on the other side of Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, he got those types of doofies that don't give a fuck. They like, fuck that. We don't care. We don't care about no Epstein files. We don't care nothing about he possibly was in a video with a 14-year-old or a 15 or whatever the case may be. They don't care anything about that, but they got they try and make it seem as if they're about stopping sex trafficking and all this other stuff like that. So this man, he's a complete fucking hypocrite. And I'm about to pull up so I'll be able to grab a scripture or two. It says, in summary, Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal and its parent company and chairman for allegedly defaming him by publishing a letter he denies writing and intensifying flashpoint in the ongoing Epstein controversy. So this is going nowhere, bro. I should have just put in, let me see. I'm just going to put in, is this letter true? Yeah, I'm gonna pull over here in a sec here so we can get right into these scripts on this thing, man. It's a lock here, y'all. And it's called the Bawdy letter. Okay, it says there is currently no definitive proof that Donald Trump wrote or sent the letter to Jeffrey Epstein, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. Okay, so if the Wall Street Journal reported that there's currently no definitive proof, then what is he suing about? You know, if I don't know. I mean, I guess when it comes to certain stuff, this man's system is crazy. He'll tell you freedom of speech, but it doesn't apply when it comes to certain shit. It says according to the okay, so we got all that. Trump firmly denied authoring anything like that, tweeting on Truth Social that it's fake, threatening to sue. Okay. Basically all the stuff we just read. Reuters reported that the Wall Street Journal's letter excerpt could not immediately be confirmed, indicating no external or official source has yet verified its authenticity. Access and other outlets have echoed that Wall Street Journal did not release an image of the letter for independent review. Yeah, I would like to see that shit. Bottom line, Wall Street Journal stands by its reporting, citing their access to the original letter-bound birthday album. So, hey, they might really have this shit. I can't see them really doing it unless they have to really have this letter. Trump calls the letter entirely fabricated and is suing to block his credibility. But this is, like I said again, this is his tactic, man. But let me just grab, a couple of scriptures had come to mind. Proverbs 29 and 12. It says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And Trump, it's all over the place, man, because he had to know that who he's dealing with, the Amalek, these Israelis, you know what I'm saying? He's working for them overall. And them some complete damn liars, And he hearkens to the talk of these people. Because I'm pretty certain they gotta have film footage on this guy. They gotta have something on this guy as far as that Epstein shit. That's just me speaking as a man. Because that's how Amalek gets down. Amalek is notorious for putting you in a compromised situation, filming your ass in that compromised situation, and then threatening to release it to the, or destroying you, overall. That's what they have the money, the power, the resources to completely cancel your ass out. And Trump been sickly as of late. They talking about his doctor's reports with them big ass legs, them ankles and shit swole up on him. The bruised hands and stuff. Like, man, don't tell him what they could have done. They could be slowly putting some in his tea. Anyway, but it says if a ruler hearken to lies, all of his servants are wicked. So this chick Pam Bundy, she's the attorney general, bro. She's cooked when it straight come down to her. Like, and be standing on TV, really just it's crazy, man, that these people are in power. You be listening to them like, damn, you for real? Like, how did you make it through school? How did you, become this lawyer? And then she's not supposed to be a super authority over the man anyway, because she was just I guess, for her to kind of throw a loop in the game. She was out there at Alcatraz yesterday, I think it was, the original one out there in the San Francisco Bay, the island, where they talking about opening that shit back up for immigrants and the most violent criminals, when you motherfuckers should be in there. So lucky, man. Let's see. My goodness, bro. But hey, matter of fact, you know what? Let me go back up here. Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And people are straight mourning right now, man. With all this shit that's going on, he's talking about making America great again, but he's making all these moves, but he hasn't made no moves to actually give the American people some relief. You signing all these executive orders that's going directly in the fucking movement as soon as you stroke the pen. But here you go, you 7 months, you damn near a year in, and you haven't given the American people the relief that you ran your campaign on. I'm going to bring down the price of food. We're going to bring down the price of, but then now they talking like, okay, well, things take some time. Well, how much time? Because everything else you're doing is moving fast as hell. See? So people are mourning right now. And add some precepts in here. What's that? Let's see. What was that? Yeah, this man is, he's toast though. I don't even see him, like how much more can he take, man? This dude, he's wearing down. Oh yeah, that's the Baruch 4:31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And we're watching Esau's kingdom fall, man. Let's get that Sirach 25:7. And there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing, man. We're witnessing the fall of our enemy, because not only is Trump being blasted, Amalek is being blasted. These ooish people that's over in the land, people are sick and tired of they fucking asses, and it's all being blasted. So now they're using this anti-Sim. This is fake news. The same old tactics, bro. But people are not with it no more. People are like, fuck that, bro. We see all through that shit. We not trying to hear it. And then there's that split and division. That Matthew 12:25, where it talks about a kingdom can't stand if you're too damn divided, bro. Now he's divided amongst his own camp. The megas are even divided now. Republicans are divided against each other. They can't even get along now. Matthew 12:25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You playing tug of war with each other while everybody advancing. All these other countries are advancing. Matter of fact, they just had the digital, I think they was talking about the digital currency yesterday in the House or whatever, and even amongst that is some separation, even though we know that they're going to eventually, they're trying to gain some traction with this digital world, because they understand that they're losing to China. They're losing to these other countries. These other countries, as far as their crypto or their digital currency, has surpassed the U.S. And I wouldn't be surprised if this guy don't roll out a damn microchip this month on y'all asses. Because he's unhinged, man. Anything can happen with this guy in there. Matter of fact, I was thinking in the spirit earlier, he moves like a woman. He's very emotional. He moves with his emotions, man. He leads with his, you can't be a leader moving with your emotions, man. You have to, really calm the fuck down, being slow to anger, being patient, traits of the spirit, which we know he don't have. He moves like a woman. He be making moves like a pissed off chick, man. Anyway, verse 26, Matthew 12:26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And even amongst that media hookup, because that media, they used to be all one in one. You have, your little stories, what I'm saying, where, you'll have a difference of opinion, so to speak, what I'm saying. But, overall, it wasn't how these media outlets are going at each other now. You have media outlets that's dedicated to the Republican side, and you have media outlets that's dedicated to the Democratic side. And so even the ones that Trump, that back Trump, when they say something, or they report on something that's actually true that goes against him, then he gets to calling them fake news as well. So it's all out there, man. I mean, the place is caving. It's too divided, too divisive. What's that? Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And you can't. So if you had people within your party, and he calling them idiots. These people went out and voted for you in droves. They was out here. Remember, they was out here having parade on boats and shit. They was covering lakes, with all kinds of yachts with big ass Trump flags and shit off of them. big ass rallies. He's, selling out stadiums. Remember all that? And now all of a sudden he's saying that, okay, if you with this Jeffrey Epstein bullshit, I don't need you anymore. Basically, you're some idiots. This is his own base. That's crazy, bro. So it's all falling, man. It's Sirach chapter 10. Start at verse 1 here. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And this place is through. Ain't no well ordered nothing here. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. You can see the people around him. I was watching a little interview yesterday when he was calling the Republicans idiots while he was on his way to the tarmac or the plane or whatever. And you got these dudes standing around him just, they had the look on their face like, oh, this motherfucker. But they still standing there because, it's nothing that they can do. They just stupid as hell. His officers, he got dumbass people around him. He's stupid as hell. And he's really just, he's falling on his own sword, man. It says, in what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And that's pretty much, these Americans in general. But it's all starting to cave. The women are crashing out, especially the so-called black woman, because that was her superpower, was her attachment to Esau, with his free goodies and shit that she would get from her Section 8, the EBT cards, and all this bullshit. But now all that shit is starting to cave. He's caving, she's caving, people crashing out. You got a lot of just weirdoism going on. Everywhere you go is just weird. So it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And again, nothing is prudent about this man. He moves with emotions. He moves like a woman scorned. And then you got all this shit going on. How is it that you got to deal with Russia? You got to deal with China. You got to deal with North Korea. You got all that type of stuff going on. You got Israel dragging your ass into a war, which it's already popping. They over here bombing down Damascus, you know what I'm saying, the capital of Syria. They pulling you into that bullshit. And then you over here, you fighting all these scandals on some P. Diddy shit. I'm surprised they ain't found a motherfucking truckload of damn baby oil with this motherfucker. That it might be in the Epstein videos, man. You trying to tell me y'all don't have come on, bro. You come on. Cause that's Esau. He's the freak like that. You don't think that on Epstein's island it wasn't cameras in every fucking room? You out there, you drinking, you know what I'm saying? You smoking the best cigars, you sipping on the best champagne, the best cognac, and all this other shit. You getting tipsy, and you got your little snow bunny. You don't think that there's a camera in the corner recording your doofy ass? Come on, bro. You know they got footage on that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They ran off in there and got all that shit supposedly on Diddy. They ran that trial on you with that bullshit. But in the meanwhile, this is the main shit that people really want to see. This shit right here should be, top on the news as far as like, yeah, and we call such and such to the stand. And there's Trump with, it just this place is crazy, man. And it's through. This is just the fall, man, of this place. So, we give all praises and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Thawada for allowing us to see the fall of our enemies, man. I'm going to put in, did Trump convert to being a Jew? Because I've been hearing that. Because he's using he can easily say that, you're being anti-Semitic. Let's see what Chat GPT has to say. Because I know his daughter is. Okay, it says, no, there's no credible evidence that Donald Trump has ever converted to Judaism. Ivanka converted to an Orthodox Jew, 2009. She took the Hebrew name Yael, which I'm not even sure what that, yeah, right. And they try and make it seem like a conversion makes you to have you're basically you're becoming an ethnic damn Jew, which is a lie. Okay, but it's saying really there's no evidence. But hey, he's using that tactic of, though. He got a great strategy. You say something against me, anti-Trump. God damn it. I'm going to sue your ass. So this shit is untwisting, man. And we're definitely in the last days. Repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai, because the Lord is doing all this on behalf of you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And only the elect of Israel are going to get this, you know. But these are beautiful times we're living in. When we see stuff like this, hey, we cheer this shit on. We applaud it, because these people are the enemies of the Lord. You're to hate what the Lord hates. These people are the enemies of the Lord. These goddamn Edomites, they number one on the list in Psalms 83 when it comes to the enemies, the ones these people hate the Lord out of all the other races, man. Motherfuckers standing around talking about, God, this, God, that, signing Make America Great Again Bibles and shit. People laying there, niggas too. Jake laying hands on this nigga, praying in gibberish, talking about some damn speaking in tongues. And in the meanwhile, he's doing all manner of wickedness. The whole country is wicked. He's not, coming in and writing no executive orders to rid this place of the top wickedness that's going on in this place, man. He's trying to make it seem like the Israelites that are actually doing the cheap ass labor and the work in this country are the worst things that ever happened when it's them. Here you go, you on stolen land. You still have people in your possession that you kidnap, that you won't give reparations to. You're still stealing from them by taking money out of their checks every week on talking about some fucking taxes. And then you sending it to a whole nother country that's actually running your country. Because them Israelis is running this bitch. But you sending our tax money to go to support these clowns. And we don't have nothing to do with them. And the list goes on and on. The things that you're doing to us as a people, your experimentations on us, your trying out your new medicines and shit on us, your just motherfucker just got a science project going on with us at every turn, man. Experimenting on breaking our families apart. So when we look at these people and shit like this right here, we applaud the Lord, man. You should be thankful to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai when you see stuff like this, and watch this shit gonna get worse for this guy. He's gonna fold, man. He might fuck around and because he's overstressed. He can fuck around and his ass fall over, and they bring J.D. Vance on in there, which is another doofy. Got some doofies running the planet, man. But guess who you see around him? I haven't seen not one so-called black person around this guy since he's been in office. I don't think he has no. It's all Edomite men and women. And you see what they're doing to the other, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Here you go. You got so-called Chinese people smuggling funguses and shit into the country. I just seen an article yesterday with two so-called Chinese people that's got 21 surrogate babies out here fooling women into having baby, and they was talking about basically sound like a goddamn labor trafficker. 21 babies, man. I'm not sure the age ranges. So-called Chinese people. But you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're the worst thing on the planet. Mind you, China is one of America's top enemies. But you're not seeing ICE roll through these neighborhoods and swoop up no goddamn Chinese people. You ain't seen ICE in Chinatown in New York. Or Chinatown anywhere, because they got a fucking Chinatown everywhere. Then you got all these fucking, you bombing the shit out of Palestine. You got I don't even know how many Palestinian Americans live here. I was just in their neighborhood. There's a gang of them. I know they in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. You not running, ICE not running into their neighborhoods. So we see who this man is really against. This is the Jacob and Esau war, man. And the Lord is coming to take this man out of power, but he's chipping this man away right now. We're watching it all unfold. And we know that they have but a short time, so they're gonna come down with that great wrath like Revelation 12 and 12 talks about. Because this guy moves unhinged. I'm telling you, he act like a chick. Who knows? Him and Epstein, they could have been friendly, if you know what I'm saying. They probably got some footage on him and Epstein laying in bed, man. Snuggled up and shit. I wouldn't doubt that shit. Because he's out here fronting like he's just that guy. Melania, you know what I'm saying? She out here just his little arm token. Damn well they don't sleep in the same room or bed together. I doubt that. So who knows, man? They probably ain't no telling what they got footage on for this guy to be doing what he's doing, man. But anyway, you Americans better know that another country is running your country. Just know that, goddammit. So, and it's a beautiful thing. So, and the scriptures talked about how the least of the flock shall draw them out, and Israel gonna draw the ashes into that bullshit. And we almost there, man. We just, this microchip is already popping too. So we getting closer and closer. So, hey, stay tuned. Keep the faith. Keep reading. Keep praying that for sure. Keep praising Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the downfall of our enemies, and continue on praying for the downfall of our enemies, man. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwam Yasha Allah and a Bible ball.